Hey team, Luigi here. Weekly Talk 41. I know I've been absent from my weekly talks, but I've been extremely busy teaching in other states or going for seminars or traveling to Brazil for private reasons, family reasons. But I'm going to try to keep more consistent with our weekly talks. This one here is very, very important, especially summertime. I mean, it should be the same protocol throughout the year, but I would like to talk to you guys about hygiene pre, during, and post training. How we have to do everything we can to avoid skin infections or even other serious infections and transmission of, fungus infections or bacterial infections, because we do a lot of body to body contact and body to surfaces contact. In our end at the gym, what we do is, you guys know, we clean the mats with a good solution at least 3 times a day, or every time there's a training session. In between the training sessions, we clean the mats and the surfaces as well. We also try to keep the gym as clean as possible. We have the two air filters with the triple filtering system, with the HEPA filter, with the carbon filter, and the regular paper filter. We have another unit above my office with also another air filter, plus the air filter of the main HVAC unit. We also use the ozone generator at least like 3 to 4 times a week. The reason why we don't use it all the time is because higher concentration ozone, when people are not inside the gym, corrodes all the rubber surfaces, anything that has rubber, so end up like decreasing the life of all our gear. So we have to be careful. And also, at least like 3 times a week, we have been using or fogging the whole gym with this solution with, I think the name is hypochlorous acid, which is also corrosive. But it is one of the strongest disinfectant for surfaces that people use in hospitals, they use in labs. And we have been spraying everything when people are not there. So we spray the walls, we spray the mats, we spray the front of the gym, the black mats, and also we spray the equipment. And again, this brings a cost to the gym because, of course, using the hypochlorous acid in our surface, especially gear equipment, makes the life of the gear equipment decrease like substantially because of the corrosion. But we have to do what we have to do. Now, when it comes to your personal hygiene and your habits, I think most of the team is composed by adults. So I think it's very important that we take personal responsibility and accountability for how we clean ourselves and how we try to keep our gear and uniforms always super clean, and all of that to prevent the spread of skin infections. We have a great track record as far as like not having people with skin infections constantly, but there's some things that are beyond my control. I cannot go to every student's home and tell them, hey, go take a shower, right? But I can tell you like how important it is. So most common is skin infections in martial arts schools in general, especially grappling and wrestling, because there's more like skin to skin contact, is obviously ringworm. And ringworm, you guys can look it up on on the internet. Just Google. You're gonna see like literally is a ring. It has sometimes a little border. Your skin gonna be raised. It's highly contagious, but mostly the infection happens from skin to skin contact. Same thing with the staph, which is like nobody wants to have like a bacterial infection. Nobody wants to have a fungus infection, but especially staph. Staph can of course, evolve to something worse. And staph, for what I know, you can get from skin to skin, but also from surfaces as well. So there are like a few things that we can do in our end, like every single student, teacher, instructor, to diminish these chances of spreading any type of skin infection. So I just listed some stuff here. As far as gear maintenance, always wash your uniform after every practice, and including BJJ gis, undergarment, groin protection gear for the guys, grappling shorts, shirts, and rash guards. Not only that, trust me, you can wash your belt. Okay, your technique's not going to be washed away. You can wash your belt. It's very important because some people like always have like a super clean um, uniform, jiu-jitsu uniform, or whatever uniform you use, but then the belt is like so gross. So if you think that your technique's going to be washed away when you wash your belt, you're probably like into some esoteric mystical magic that I'm not aware that exists in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu especially. So please wash your belt as well. Wipe your striking gear with antibacterial wipes. Usually we have by the striking equipment, we always have a Lysol or Clorox. You guys can use ours, or you should have your own as well. I would add to that you can buy on Amazon, for instance, or I'm gonna try to put a link for you guys in the descriptions of this video here. You can buy those dryers for gloves, for shin guards. It's like some stuff that just like blows air through this devices that you just rest your gloves inside and it lets some warm air help dry. But I would definitely use some Clorox, and there's actually specific sprays for that. Another thing that's very important as far as gear maintenance: clean and disinfect mouthpieces regularly. This is like, it's huge. A lot of people, they use the same mouthpiece over and over and over and over, put inside the box, and you have to wash that. Some guys even like keep it a little solution with Listerine inside the mouthpiece box or cover, just a little bit. Or you finish training, go there, wipe it, go to the sink, there's like soap there. Just clean your mouthpiece regularly as well. Hygiene pre-training. This is extremely, everything's extremely important actually. Keep your nails well trimmed and super clean. Thing is, if you scratch somebody with your nail and you have anything under your nail, right? Some people work, in mechanic shops or landscaping or whatever, right? Doesn't mean necessarily like you have to have any kind of job, like labor job like that, but just like having a longer skin and scratching somebody that sometimes don't see it can lead to the infection, right? So keeping our nails trimmed it should be like one of the most basic things. Also, especially toenails, and happens mostly with dudes. Check your toenails for funguses. Try to treat any type of funguses. There are so many different remedies, but it's extremely important that you do so. I know it's really hard to get rid of toenail fungus, but there's some natural remedies. There's some stuff that you take. It's not good for your health anyway, so you should always check if there's any treatment if you have some sort of toe fungus. But anyway, you should also always keep your feet clean, and we're going to talk more about that. Use deodorant even if you think you don't need it. This is very important. Like, some people don't realize there's a little stink and you don't smell it, but if you can smell it, definitely somebody else can smell it, okay? I would use regardless. And in my opinion, my honest opinion is, try to not wear any cologne, any body splash. That only hides bad hygiene if you're trying to cover up like your smell. So at least like before training, because some people have more allergies to different smells and kind of stuff like that. So I will use a deodorant with no scent, right? So this is very important. Have a good oral hygiene. If you cannot brush your teeth before training, at least like check if you just ate, for instance, you just ate garlic and onions, and now you're going to your grappling practice where you're going to breathe right here next to the person. So always have maybe a gum, mint, or something like that, but chew it and then toss it out before training, because you don't want to risk swallowing any gum and just, I don't know, just choke, or have something like that. Some people can do it. I train chewing gum. I'm not too strict as far as like chewing gum on the mats like so many traditional martial arts. But I mean, I'm conscious that I just have the gum in my mouth, and I'm not like trying to swallow stuff like that. But I don't recommend this. Like, you should see if it's for you or not. Check yourself for any open wounds, sores, or any skin rashes or infections. So if you have any scratch, the thing that potentially can bleed, or it would be open to something, to skin to skin contact and all of that, try to put a band-aid. We always have extra band-aids in our office. We always try to keep the band-aid boxes inside the restroom filled. If it's not there, just let us know. We refill it. A lot of people are using a lot of band-aids. I think people take band-aids home. But anyway, cover up. Use a good neosporin, kind of things like that. Of course, if you have sores, anything that is open, I wouldn't recommend training a grappling because, again, it's just like skin to skin. If you can wrap around, if you can use a good antibacterial. And by the way, this is like things that that is not a staph, that is not ringworm. You cannot train, absolutely cannot train if you spot a ringworm or if you spot any type of bacterial infection that is open and etc. Like, you're going to transmit that, you're going to infect other people. But I will look, see like, oh, I have a scratch here. Maybe I'm going to treat it. Maybe I can put a Band-Aid. Maybe I can wrap. You should do that. Clean your feet upon entering the mats, right? This is like pre-training. So, you can use, I've seen people using the alcohol dispensers that we have on the walls to just like wipe their feet. We have the 2 boxes. Those 2 boxes with that little mat, we always have the solution that we change. The solution has an antibacterial solution that is not harmful to the skin. So it's not like a harsh chemical. It's just like more, actually, it's not harmful at all to ourselves. I put tea tree oil, I put eucalyptus, I put I think lemongrass oil, especially tea tree oil, and then I put a little bit more of alcohol as well. So when you rub your feet there, it's a good thing, and you wipe it, clean, dry that a little bit on the next mat. It's just, I think it's a good routine for everybody. This is another one. Consider using body wipes before training if you're coming right after day of work. So some schools don't have showers. Like, we don't have showers right now. We're trying to get it done. But say that you're coming right from work, you work outside, and you like all sweaty, and skin is just greasy, whatever. You can get some body wipes. You can use even like baby wipes, right? Some unscented baby wipes or just body wipes. You buy the boxes at Costco or Walmart, and you just like wipe your body a little bit before. I think that's it's a good thing before training, and also I would do that after training as well. Now we're going to hygiene during training. Never go to the restroom barefoot. Like, this is like, we keep our restroom like as clean as possible. Every day I spray Clorox on the toilet and everything, and then I clean the ground, the floor, and etc. But you should not go to the restroom barefoot. Some guys bring their own flip-flops. We have like flip-flops that you can wear, but we always clean those flip-flops, especially with the fogger or wiping. You can also get a wipe and wipe if you don't want to like share flip-flops with anybody. But you should never go inside the restroom barefoot and go back to the gym, to the mats. If you bleed, stop immediately and stop the bleeding before returning to practice. You cannot train if you have any spot, any spot that blood is coming out, you're bleeding. You have to stop the bleeding. You have to wrap, put a Band-Aid, do whatever to stop the bleeding. It could be a scratch. It could be a little something that rubbing the ear. Sometimes like we have those situations that breaks the skin or something like that. You have to stop immediately. If you bleed, check all surfaces around for any signs of blood. Use Clorox spray or the wipes to clean the areas. I like better the Clorox spray. We always have that in the restroom. We have it in the cleaning utility room. you have to stop immediately. You cannot let it dry, and it can be surfaces like on the mats. It could be in the bathroom, wherever. Like if it happens, right? Do not walk barefoot on the front area. Of course, the front area we should be always like with our shoes. If you go to the front area and you cannot grab your shoes on the way back, use the alcohol dispensers, clean your feet, and wipe your feet also on our cleaning stations at the gym. Wash your hands and use the alcohol dispenser regularly. Of course, if you go to the restroom, you should clean your hands. Actually, it's a good thing. You get to the gym, you clean, everything is good. Your gear is your uniform is clean, your gear is clean. You put your stuff, you're ready to go. Wash your hands, or just get the alcohol dispenser and just use a little bit. I'm always doing that. Very, very important hygiene after training. Take a shower as soon as you get home. You have to go. First thing you do, you don't go eat. You don't go say hi to anybody. You just go inside, your home, get to the shower and take a good shower, scrub your whole body. It's always like, do I need to say it? But common sense. Now, if you can't go take a shower immediately after class, consider using body wipes as well. So I know some guys come at 11 a.m. They have to go right to work. We don't have showers. Many gyms don't have showers. Body wipes will help a lot. There are many companies that have wipes with antibacterial stuff. You don't want to use too much, right? Because you want to have a healthy, skin. So you cannot just like always use too much antibacterial skin, as far as I know, products. But it's always good to use the body wipes. Wash your uniforms immediately. White vinegar and baking soda helps to remove odors. So when you get home, you wash your stuff. I use white vinegar and I put a little bit of baking soda on the pre-wash if I'm washing my uniforms. It usually helps a lot to take any odors. Another thing you can do, if you feel that your gi, your uniform jacket, it's like retaining, grease or body, oils or even like smells from, especially underarm, armpit. I would wash it in the reverse or keep it soaked for a little while on white vinegar and baking soda. Because if you use bleach on your uniforms, it's not going to last for too long. And plus, it will remove the colors of patches and embroideries and all of that. It just weakens the fabric. But white vinegar is a great way to disinfect your uniform. We always use it here at home. Of course, I use that as a pre-wash, and then I use a good soap afters. My uniform does not smell like a salad after me washing it. But it's better to have it cleaned like that and have a little vinegar smell than anything else. Look for any cuts, scratches, or rashes and treat them promptly. So you finish training, sometimes you look and I'm like, oh, I didn't notice this is scratch. Just like, get some neosporin, something like that. And wipe all your striking gear as well as soon as you finish training. Guys, I cannot emphasize enough how hygiene is so important. And not only that, I think that you guys know how I think. We are a community, we are a team, we are a tribe. Regardless if you know your teammate well, if you don't know that striking guy or that grappling girl or the kid that trains at the school, it doesn't matter. We all part of the same tribe, the same community, and it's very, very important that we keep our community always safe. It's very important that we keep our teammates always safe. We don't want to spread anything, and thank God, like, the gym has been extremely good. You guys have been extremely great, but it's very important to have those things, and I think this applies to any gym. This applies to any martial arts school. This video can help other people, other coaches, and I think these are just common sense. Again, we're going to keep doing our part to keep everything extremely cleaned and disinfected. We're going to keep using those zone generators, the air filters. I know it's noisy, but listen, it's great that we have those air filters always 24/7 at the gym. And we're going to keep fogging the school with hypochlorous acid when nobody's there to make sure that everybody's safe. Okay, I'll keep posting. Send me your comments. If I missed something, please write here below. Spread the channel with our teammates. Make sure that your teammates know about the channel. I'm gonna get back into. I plan to bring people to talk to us, different coaches and etc. So just trying to move things around. We have great plans ahead. Very important that we build this. We keep building a strong school and a strong tribe, because I have many ideas, many great ideas to strengthen our community, to make you guys be amazing competitors, and in everything in striking, MMA, and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. All right, see you guys in class. Thank you.